What is up, everybody? Tracking a couple storms here. One storm's kind of falling apart here back over Pamplico right now, but moving in just to the south of Conway and Carolina Forest, we've got a pretty strong thunderstorm getting ready to move towards the Garden City, Plantersville area as well. We're just keeping an eye on that right now. But other than that, not a whole lot going on around the area. We did have a little bit of a storm trying to form here over Ainer just a little bit ago. But these are training thunderstorms, so you got one after another. We had one earlier. Now we got the second one coming through, and then the third one's going to move through as well. So we're keeping a close eye on that. Just wanted to come on and give a quick update here from the storm chase vehicle. I don't think we're going to be doing any chasing on these. They have weakened a little bit. This one here over just south of Conway here. Let's pull up the radar screen here. This one here looks a little bit more impressive than it did before. So, but we're going to keep a close eye on it as it moves towards the coast and off the coast. This particular storm here, affecting areas like Bucksport here within the next 30 minutes, and then Garden City within the next hour. Murrells Inlet as well included in those areas, so we can time this out just a little bit here. We'll see the track, we'll see impacts here. Let's move in just a little bit. We've got Bucksport 36 minutes, Garden City Beach 1 hour. Man, I'm pretty dang good when I judge that. Other areas in between, we've got Lower Topsail Landing, Southbury, Brittmore Park 49 minutes, Burgess 52 minutes, the Lakes 56 minutes. So getting a little bit closer. Let's see here for other areas. Garden City Beach 1 hour, Eagle Crest 1 hour, Richmond Hill 58 minutes. So looking pretty good here over the next hour or so. This storm will start affecting the areas. Unless something gets a little bit more well defined here towards the severe category. What's everybody up to today? Anybody watching? We got several people watching, actually. I can pull up the dash cam here. You can kind of see what things look like a little bit. The sky's a little blown out. I need to figure out a way to fix that dash cam. I've tried messing with it several times, but it doesn't seem like it wants to change for me. So, but we do got a little bit of thunder coming from this storm, a little bit of lightning as well. If you zoom in here on the radar, you can see that lightning is pretty fierce here. Not super crazy, but definitely got some lightning with this associated as well. Right now, nothing indicating anything that's showing me that we're going to need a severe thunderstorm warning, but that can change pretty quickly. I mean, looking at everything, we could very well see a severe thunderstorm warning out of this if things kind of continue to trend upward, which they are. Got 50% chance of hail right now, radar indicated, ½ inch in size. So we're going to keep an eye on that. But this is just to my south, so the direction pretty much that I'm facing right now is exactly where that particular storm is right now. But anybody watching, where are you watching from? Any place you want me to give you an update on what's going on, just leave it in the comments and I'll answer that as quick as possible. And that alert there is somewhere else in the country. We've got something else going on. Some more thunderstorms down in Texas and things. But here, We're just focused on this one storm here, just to the south and west of Conway. This storm really went from nothing to just kind of really blowing up. I thought it was going to be that Florence storm out behind it that was going to blow up, but you can see here how it just really went from nothing and just kind of blew up. You can see that Pamplico storm out there near Florence blew up, and then bam, this one decided to take control, eat up all the storm fuel, and that's where we're at now. So we'll see how this progresses here as it moves to the coast. A lot of lightning starting to show its head as this moves just to the west or the south of me here. And I really wish I could get that camera a little bit better. But I just can't get it there for you. Hi, Kathy, Myrtle Beach. City of Myrtle Beach, going to be just to the north of the main portion of this storm. So areas like Garden City, Murrells Inlet, and it's even trending just a little bit further south along the coast. But Garden City definitely in for it. Myrtle Beach, right on the south side of Myrtle Beach, can see some heavier rain from this. North Myrtle Beach, Wendy Jones, nada. I mean, you got this little storm out over Aner trying to form here, which might move towards there. We'll take a look here, North Myrtle Beach. But you can see this storm here is moving right towards the Garden City, Murrells Inlet area. Now we do have this other cell out here that's kind of shifting this way. I think they're just combining, and they're going to be kind of sticking together. So eventually this storm may shift just a little bit towards the Myrtle Beach area. We'll see what that back half of that cell wants to do. But I think for the most part we're looking Garden City, Murrells Inlet area for this one. Now they do like to tend to pull a little bit more towards the Myrtle Beach area. So we'll see what happens here over the next 30-40 minutes or so. But North Myrtle Beach looking okay. Other than that little shower there trying to form out over Aner. But that keeps, sometimes it shows a little more reflectivity, and other times it's just a green blob with some light showers. So I'm not sure that that's going to do anything for us. But definitely the one to watch is this cell right here, just to the south of Carolina Forest. We're going to leave this up here. I'm going to mute myself here for just a couple minutes, and then we may hit the road just a little bit on this one. Alright, we're going to go for a little drive on this one, I think. There, we got a new special weather statement just issued. So that's for that tail end side of the storm itself. Go check out this storm. Real quick. Alright, we're going to take a little drive here. Hi, Kathy. Nice to see you. You're very welcome. I'm a little fashionably late to this storm coming down towards the beach, but we're gonna see what we can see. Unfortunately, this can't be my full-time job, so I can only do the best I can. Chase when I can chase them. But we do have that special weather statement there right on the map in the blue. That just indicates a strong thunderstorm. Let's see here. Winds 50 miles per hour and quarter-inch size hail could be associated. That's all radar indicated. That does not mean that everybody's going to see 50-mile-an-hour wind gusts. But at the core, measured by radar, that's what it's showing. I can't for some reason get my chat up on my screen here, so I'm trying to rely on my phone, but I've only got the Facebook chat. So if you're watching on YouTube, I don't have the YouTube chat up right now. Sorry. We're going to go take a look at what we can see with this storm. Good area, good bit of broad rotation on it though, indicating, I mean, it's a strong storm, definitely a strong storm. Thank you everybody watching, tuning into the stream. I appreciate the support. If you'd like to support us, please send stars in your comments. It's a good way to keep us doing what we do. Still looking like Garden City, Murrells Inlet for the brunt of the stronger portions of this storm. But other than that, you can see the radar here pretty far out. Not a whole lot behind. There's a little storm out there just south of Florence, out around 95, that's trying to make something happen of itself. But right now the strongest storm in the area is right here just south of Carolina Forest and Conway. Go full radar here. Take a close look at this storm while we're sitting at another red light. Hail chances are down a little bit more. 20% chance of hail within this cell. This back cell back here, about a 40% chance of hail. So as that cell starts moving to the east, right now it's got very little movement. It says east southeast at 22, but it's not showing that on the actual radar. But the storm is moving pretty good. It's amazing how quickly that trailing thunderstorm out over Florence caught up with this storm out front. Andrew, welcome. Nice to see you. Glad you're watching. Still out over Bucksport. I might be able to hop on 31 and get down that way before this storm reaches. We've still got About 30 minutes to Garden City before the storm reaches Garden City, so we might be able to get out ahead of it. I'm going to try. Of course, I'll be obeying all posted laws. Let me know in the chat if you're on Facebook. I don't have the YouTube chat up right now, but if you're on the chat on Facebook, if you're watching from Facebook, let me know where you're watching from. So if you're just tuning in, we've got some strong storms here with a special weather statement. Nothing severe as of right now, but we are continuing to monitor the radar on this storm moving towards Garden City. I'm trying to work my way down there. We do have some stronger winds here out along the front of that. With that last radar scan, though, so we're gonna keep an eye on this. But we're gonna head towards the Garden City area and see what we can get on. I'm trying to get out ahead of this, but 501 traffic at 5:39 in the evening is, as everybody knows, not the greatest. And I'm a little late to the ball game. And those alerts that you're hearing are not for South Carolina. That's some destructive severe thunderstorms or flood warnings for other areas of the country right now. I'm going to do my best here to get out in front of this storm if we can get red lights to cooperate with us. As you can see, 501 traffic does not disappoint. Again, really hard to chase storms in Myrtle Beach with traffic. Got a little bit of broad rotation back here on the back end of this cell, just a little bit. little bit greater chances on that last radar scan of some hail moving in towards the Garden City area, Merle's Inlet. On that last scan, and we got a little bit of a hail core here just outside of Hemingway. That's at a 70% chance, 10% chance of severe hail, and that's a 1/4 inch. Do have a that little cell over Aner started to get its act together now, but that's moving towards the Carolina Forest area, so Carolina Forest will be in it here shortly with some heavier rain. It's getting ready to head into Conway right now. And I apologize if we could get some green lights. I swear I'm going to try and get ahead of this storm. So believe it or not, this is scattered storms. This is what it means. So when we forecast that we're going to see some storms, not everybody's going to see rain. There's a lot of people right now not seeing any kind of precipitation at all. And it's probably sunny skies. But if you see me live, chances are we're going to be getting wet. Right now, no severe thunderstorm warning. We got a special weather statement out on this indicating a strong storm, 50-mile-per-hour winds max, 1/4 inch hail is possible. It's all radar indicated, so. I am watching that little bit of broad rotation on that last scan. I keep an eye on that. That's out the far western part of the storm. Not too confident we'll be able to get out ahead of this now, but with all those delays with red lights, I don't foresee that happening. Pretty decent lightning bolt there. Definitely dumping some pretty heavy rain, though. Still concerned about that far western portion of the storm, for sure. Looks like it is kind of weakening just a little bit. This front half may suck up a lot of that energy, but the cell top's still increasing, so Garden City, Murrells Inlet, you're just about in it. It's the heaviest portion of it is just getting ready to enter Mulberry Landing near Burgess, Britmore Park, those areas. So Richmond Hill, Eagle Crest, Murrells Inlet, Garden City, starting to see a little bit of that forward rain. Definitely some gusty winds with it. I can feel the car moving just a little bit here as we're heading over the 31 Intercoastal Bridge. Watching on YouTube and you're commenting, I'm sorry, but I don't have the comments up. I had an issue and I wasted enough time. I wasn't trying to get that fixed here, but I promise the next chase I'll have it fixed and ready to rock and roll. But I could not get the YouTube comment chat up. But if you come over to Facebook, I got that chat live. That's fine. Looks like the hail chances, I'm not seeing anything that's indicating any more hail to me over any of these. That far western portion of the cell still showing a 30% chance of 0% severe hail. The front portion moving into the Garden City Murrells Inlet area, not radar indicating any more hail now. So the primary threats there along the head, the front of it, 50 mile per hour wind gusts are possible. Garden City's just about to get into that heavier rain. So if you're out on the beach, you might want to duck and cover a little bit. A little bit of an inflow notch on that right near Murrells Inlet, but kind of getting messy now. Just kind of a messy storm. But definitely dropping some rain, that's for sure. Garden City is about to get Merle's Inlet, Garden City, pretty heavy rainfall with that one. Kind of looks like a dragon on radar. Kind of cold in the car now. I had the AC cranking. I didn't quite get out ahead of the storm. Trying to keep the stream up. The connection's kind of weak here. Storm's really starting to get a little sloppy. We've lost the special weather statement, so that's a good thing. It means the storm's weakening. I don't foresee them issuing another one. Unless we get a drastic change here on the radar scans moving forward. Little bit of a breeze here, nothing bad. I'm on 17 here at the Inlet Square Drive. Thank you everybody for tuning in. We're tracking this little storm here. I say little, but it's weakened substantially. Still a lot of lightning with it out towards Johnsonville. Definitely the stronger portion of the storm is still west. But we did have a good run at it here coming into Garden City, Murrells Inlet right now. It's just heavy rain here in Murrells Inlet. Getting ready to move off the coast, so it's not going to be lasting too much longer here in Murrells Inlet until the next round wants to work through. But I think that next round's going to shuffle just a little bit closer between Garden City and Myrtle Beach, I do believe. But we do have this far western edge here out near Stuckey, just south of Johnsonville. Still presenting pretty strong there. No special weather statement on this anymore. They did allow that to expire, but some decent, well-needed rain is what we're getting here. So thank you for tuning in. Where's everybody tuning in from? Leave it in the comments. I like to talk to people. I feel like I'm just on here talking to myself. So if you're watching and you care about what's going on, let me know where you're watching from. The storm's starting to really, I wouldn't say fizzle out, but it's definitely getting a lot weaker than what it was. So that's a good thing. Just some much needed rain with it. My goal was just to make a little loop here down to Murrells Inlet. I'm going to head back towards 544 outside of Surfside and head back 544. The good thing is everything's kind of weakening now. We do have a little bit stronger of an area. If you watch my radar there at the bottom, a little bit stronger area of the storm here out near Johnsonville, but I suspect that the way everything has weakened so far that we'll start to see that weakening continue. I think we've eaten up a lot of this available storm fuel this afternoon with 3 rounds of storms here. That was a good lightning strike right to my right off the beach. I was a little fashionably late to this storm today. Got home from work and started watching the radar when it was about out over Florence. Had to make a decision. And then I ran into computer issues because I don't pay attention sometimes and I try to move too fast. But I got everything running. The only thing I don't have right now is the YouTube chat. So if you're watching on YouTube, sorry. Can't see the chat. But the storm is continuing to kind of weaken as it moves to the east. Don't let your guard down though, there's still a lot of lightning with it. new little cell here developing out over near Lake City as well, so moving east. That'll affect areas more south towards Georgetown, those areas, never do. Still a little bit of rain in Carolina Forest right now. If you're in Carolina Forest, you're getting wet. Nothing severe here today, but had to blow the pipes out of the storm chase car anyway. How do you like the setup of the new stream? Let me know in the comments if you like that or not. It took me a long time to build all of this, and we're only improving things as we get, donations and pick up bigger sponsors, and we're going to continue to grow Myrtle Beach Aware. It's not stopping. Up near Wilmington earlier today, they had severe thunderstorm warning that extended over to the coast. Some pretty strong storms went through there. I think it was like a 56-mile-an-hour wind gust or something up near Wilmington. Take another look at radar here. Definitely a lot weaker than it was before, that's for sure. The rain has slowed down here, Surfside. But you do have some heavier rain still moving towards, Murrells Inlet, Surfside, Garden City, all those areas. Not completely done yet. We still got some heavy rain working, but it's definitely weakening as it moves east, so. just into a bunch of messy rain. Bunch of messy rain now. Garden City, Merle's Inlet, you're going to get another round of rain here shortly. You can see it here on the radar working its way east. We're in sloppy storm mode now. It looked good earlier, though. I'll tell you that much. We almost had a slight chance of getting a severe thunderstorm warning out of that. A little bit more wind, and a little more hail potential, we'd have been there. It looked good. The storm looked good, but it's weakening and fell apart here, getting a little bit closer to the coast. But we've used up a lot of available energy here this afternoon. So we had some training thunderstorms, one after another. So we're going to head back towards the Carolina Forest area, where it's still raining just slightly. But everything's moving towards that Garden City, Merle's Inlet area now. So you're still in for some rain there in Garden City if you're vacationing or wanting to get back on the beach today. It's going to be a little while. It was nice to get a quick little drive in to chase a little bit of rain. I couldn't get out ahead of it, which I wanted to. I wanted to get out ahead of it, but 501 traffic snuffed that one. I should have left a little bit earlier. thing is it's starting to fall apart. I mean, it's a good thing and a bad thing. We can desperately use the rain, so I'm not going to complain about seeing that red and yellow on the radar, that's for sure. It's been a long time. We need the rain. Gotta do something about my dash camera. I may try and switch my two cameras. I think the other camera might have a little more lighting control. I'm gonna have to play around with that. Always trying to improve things, so if I can make the stream better, I'm going to make the stream better. thank you everybody for tuning in today. Tried to get you on a storm here, but I was a little fashionably late. Pretty little anvil here, right above me. Can't see that from the dash camera, but it's pretty. I think that's going to call it quits here for the stream until the next one. We've got a little bit of rain, like I said, working its way to the east. It is weakening and it's kind of falling apart, so that's a good thing. But we're going to continue watching the radar here. About another hour and a half, all of our chances for storm development are going to be done. I think we're done now, just to be honest with you. But as soon as this rain moves off the coast here over the next hour and a half or so, that's probably going to be it. So, but other than that, you guys stay safe.